ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे
गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयम्।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि. You can chant, because you can chant, yeah. स्वधर्ममपि
ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि
विकम्पितुमर्हसि.
न विकम्पितुमर्हसि
धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्.
धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत्
क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते.
क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नम्.
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नम्
स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतम्.
स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतम्
सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ.
सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ
लभन्ते युधमीदृशम्.
लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यम्.
अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यम्
सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि.
सङ्ग्रामं न करिष्यसि
ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च.
ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च
हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि.
हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि
From 31st verse, Krishna is not talking, but try to convince Arjuna at the point of Swadharma. And we have seen that what is the meaning of Swadharma is our own duties, our own responsibilities are called Swadharma. And we have also seen there are two types of dharma. One is called Samanya Dharma and others are called Vishesha Dharma. Samanya Dharma we have seen, it's called universal Dharma, not to hurt anybody, not to steal. Everything is called universal Dharma. And what is Vishesha Dharma? It's called duties as a father, as a mother, as an employee. Whatever our job, whatever we are doing, we have to perform. It's called Swadharmam. At that level, Bhagavan Krishna says, having looked at your own Swadharma, being Kshatriya, you should not waver, na vikampitu arhasi, because Kshatriya, all Kshatriya, they want Dharma Yuddha. They would like to fight, being soldier, being warrior, never want to retire without any war, That's why he says, Dharmyat yuddhat anyat kshayah kshatriyasya na vidyate. There is no better good soldier other than Dharma Yuddha. And doing your own duty, what will you get? In this verse, Bhagavan as well, Swargat Dwaram Apavrutam. The door of Swarga will be opened. Yadrichaya, without any effort. Yadrichaya means without any effort. Swargat Dwaram.
Okay, will someone pick you up? We go to the place.
So without any effort, Swargadwaram Upapannam, it will be open, you will get it. Sukhinaha means lucky, kshatriyaha, that lucky kshatriya means lucky warrior or soldiers, idrusham yuddham labhante. This kind of war they can get, which is keeping with dharma. That also we have seen. And last, now we will see where we were. Now we come to arhasi, that we have seen. And now yadruchaya chopapannam. We have yadruchaya chopapannam swargat dvaram apavritam sukhinaha kshatriyah partha labhante yudhamidrusham. What we have seen once upon a time, after visarga, if pakara is there, then we have to pronounce as for. And last time I have said, after visarga ikshakam, then we have to pronounce visarga as a visarga. This is the rule of chanting. But yadrichaya chopapannam swargadvaram apavrutam. Once, if you remember, in first chapter, 44th verse, one argument for Arjuna was there. He says, Utsankula dharmanam manushyanam janardana narke niyatam vasaha bhavati iti anushushuma. What he says, manushyanam utsankula dharmanam, a people whose kula dharma are being destroyed. Utsan means be destroyed. For those people, narake niyatam vasa, permanent they will live in naraka. Iti, like this, anushrushruma, I heard like this. That he has argued. For this is the reply of Bhagavan. He says, yadrichaya upapannam, without any effort, Bhagavan says, without any effort, upapannam, you will get what? Apavrutam, open, sargadvaram, the door of Swarga will be open. And this is because he was argued, narake nayatam vasa. And here answer is, Swargadvaram apavrutam. Totally opposite, he was arguing in first chapter. And this is the reply of Ishvara, one who performs one own duty religiously, diligently, for that person, without any effort, they will get Swarga. They will get Punyam. That's why Bhagavan says, Yadrichya, without any effort, Swargadvaram apavrutam. This type of yuddha, warrior, labhante, they will get. And this is the last, and Bhagavan says, to perform our Swadharma, they always give Swarga. And at this point also, na shochitum arhasi. You are not deserved to grieve at any level, even at Atma level, being Atma, it never get killed. Na shochitum arhasi. Even at Jivatma level, being Jivatma also, Jiva never get killed, is always traveling from one body to another. Vamsamsi Jirinani. So, Bhishma Drona's Jivatma never killed. Na shochitum arhasi. Even at this level, Swadharma level also, you are doing nothing wrong. What you are going to do is Dharma Yuddha, and Dharma Yuddha, your own duty, and doing your own duty. If you are alive, you will get throne of Hastinapur. If you will kill, then Swargadvaram apavrutam. Both way, you will get Punya only. In Gujarati, they say, on both ends you have laddu. Same way, if Kshatriya fights, if they win, also laddu. If they will die, they will also get laddu. They will go to Swarga. So, this Swadharma argument is also, at this level, is over. I think, yeah. Now Bhagavan has picked up. Now, still there is one more. Athat chetvamimam dharmyam sangramanna karishyasi tatasvadharmam kirtincha hitva papamavapsyasi. Now Bhagavan warned Arjuna. He says, Atha, if Atha chet tu imam dharmam, let me see this one. I miss one. Okay. Atha chet tam imam dharmam sangramam na karishyasi. One re is missing. If Bhagavan says, if tvam means you, imam, this type of sangramam means war, battle, but which type of war? Dharmyam, which is not away from dharma. Otherwise, in keeping with dharma, na karishyasi, if we will not fight, if we will not do, then what will happen? First, in previous verse, Bhagavan says, performing your duty, both way you will get punyam. But if you are not going to do, then what will happen? That Bhagavan says, hitva. The meaning of hitva means you will lose. You are deprived. With what? He says two things. One is Swadharma and another Kirtincha. You will lose your own responsibility and you will lose your fame. You are famous at that time, in that era, as a Arjun, well famous. That fame of Arjuna will go. He will lose. And on contrary, what will he get? Papam avapsyasi. He says, in contrary, you will get papam. If you will fight, you will get punya. And if you won't fight, then papam avapsyasi. And why Bhagavan says papam avapsyasi? Let me see. First we'll see Swadharma and Kirtincha. Bhagavan says, Athachet. But even though Tvam means you, Imam Dharmyam Sangramam. The Sangramam is a war. But which type of war? This is the adjective of war. Dharmyam. The meaning of Dharmyam is which is Dharmat Anapetam, which is not away from Dharma. In positively, we can say in keeping with Dharma. This type of battlefield is which type? Dharmyam. In keeping with Dharma, na karishyasi. If you won't do, then what will happen? Then Bhagavan says, two things will happen. You will lost or deprived from your own duty. Suppose he says, if you are doing job somewhere in the bank and if you are not performing your own duty, then you will get papam, And same time, kirtincha. It says Arjuna was a role model for many youngsters. Somebody asked, nowadays some youngster we ask, what you want to like to do? Then they have some role model. I would like to become like this. Same way at that time, he was a great warrior, he was a great archer, and everybody would like to become Arjuna. This is his fame. Second thing, it says Arjuna, because Arjuna is Arjuna's father, even though he is a Pandava, but Indra also his father. So once Indra requested Arjuna, can you come in the heaven and fight for demons? There are some give. Then Arjuna went to heaven. He fights for Indra and he wins the war. So his kirti is up to Swarga level. And once he says he fight with even Lord Shiva. And Shiva was very pleased and he has given one missile, one shastra to Arjuna to fight in Mahabharata war. So his kirti is all over the world. That kirti, hitva, having lost, deprived from your own duty and your kirti, what will you get? Papam avapsyasi. You will incur papam. So what is papam? So we will see what is the papam. We say papam, papam, papam. But somebody says, no, Veda is a pramana. So in what base? Is Vedanta part is okay. We always accept as the pramana. But first part of Veda is also pramana. Why? So Veda says there is a punyam. We have never seen with our naked eye. But still we believe in punyam. Same way Veda says is papam. So we have never seen. But always we are talking about only punya papa, punya papa. Then what is punya and what is papa? But here we will see what is papa. It says, by doing action, we can incur papam. And even by not doing action, also we can incur papam. So which type of doing action? To hurt someone, stealing, not saying truth, all this type of activity, if we are doing, then we will get papam. At the same time, by not doing something, we will get papam. So our own duty, swadharma, responsibility. If father is not father's duty, if somebody is a teacher and is not doing a teacher duty, here in India, 50% of teachers, they are not doing their teacher duty. They are just taking pay scale. They never help to kids. So they will get papam. Where our ashram is, nearby one Simshala, they say is a school. Government school is there. In 9th standard, kid cannot write his or her name. Still is in 9th standard. And we ask what your teachers are doing. So we ask you, how can you write the paper in examination? Then they used to say, we never write, our teachers write. The teacher write a paper. They never write. And why teacher write? No. If there is some less number of students available in school, then government close the school. Then where this teacher will go? That's why they are writing the paper. They are not their duty. What they will happen? They will incur papam. So by doing action, some wrong action, they will get papam. Or by not doing also, they will get papam. So here Bhagavan says, not doing one's duty. Why Arjuna will get papam? Because being Kshatriya, he has to fight for Dharma Yuddha and he is not doing his duty. That's why Bhagavan says, you will get papam. Standard of, we say all are, but standard of, very, very poor in India. And particularly in villages. No, nobody is serious to teach. And there is another thing of papam. They says, 2 type of papam we can have. One is called Nishiddhikaranam papam. The meaning of Nishiddha means not to be done. Doing should be not done. Otherwise not to be done. And it is given in our Veda, Suram na pibed. Don't drink liquor. But if we drink, then papam avapsese. Kalanjam na bhakshayet. Don't eat meat. If you eat, papam. There are many, many lines are there. All are Nishiddha Vakya. The Nishiddha means not to be done. If we do, then papam. Same time, there is a Vihita Akaranam. The meaning of Vihita means enjoined. As a Brahmana, we are enjoyed some duties. As a sadhu, we are enjoyed some duty. It's called Vihita Akaranam. What we are enjoyed and still we are not doing, then also we will get papam. So here, government say you have to pay some tax. If we are not paying, we will get papam. If we are doctor, if we are not doing, we will get papam. And it will come in 2nd chapter also. Akarane pratyavaya dosha. If we won't do, pratyavaya means one type of dosha. Responsibility, if we won't do, then what we get is called defect. The name of defect is pratyavaya, is a technical name. If say what is the translation of pratyavaya is not in English. Dosha means defect, but pratyavaya means pratyavaya, no translation. Even in karma yoga, it will come na pratyavaya dosha. It will come. So it will come in karma yoga, but it says our responsibility we have to do diligently. But if we are doing karma yoga and we are missed somewhere, then we won't get pratyavaya dosha. Pratyavaya dosha na vidyate. In 2nd chapter only come. but generally always we get papam. Do you know what is sakama karma and nishkama karma? Do you have any idea? Two type of karma. Sakama. The meaning of sakama is something. If we are doing prayer to Ishvara, but we have some desire, I need this. Such type of prayer is called sakama. So with some desire we are doing. And another type of any action, even prayer also, it's called nishkama. The meaning of nishkama is no desire. So karma yoga comes under nishkama. We are doing duty for what? Ishvara. To offer Ishvara. Ishvara arpan buddhi. So in karma yoga part will come. If you doing karma yoga and if you miss something, na pratyavaya dosha. Pratyavaya dosha na vidyate. Just for example, somebody has decided, if my some desire is fulfilled, I will chant 100 Vishnu Sahasranama. Anushthan I will do. And somehow we have done 50 Vishnu Sahasranama and some emergency has come and we cannot fulfill that 100. We have fulfilled 75. Then again we have to start from one only. Because this 75, Bhagavan won't count. Because it is with some desire. So again we have to start from 1 to 100, whatever we have decided. But in Nishkama Karma Yoga, if you are doing same Vishnu Sahasranama, and even you have done half Vishnu Sahasranama, and some phone call has come, some duty, some emergency come, if we have done half, we will get punya of half Vishnu Sahasranama. This is the power of Nishkama Karma. So by doing Nishkama, we will get punyam, but by doing Sakama, if we are not doing properly, then we will get Pratyavaya dosha. This is called Pratyavaya, is technical name. It will come oftenly in even ritual, everywhere. Akarane Pratyavaya dosha. Not doing, you will get Pratyavaya dosha. Everywhere. Even some rituals are there, fire rituals. If you are not doing properly, then Pratyavaya dosha. So what is the difference between Veda's Purva Bhaga and what is the difference between Vedanta and Vedanta Purva Bhaga? So it says in Vedanta, if you are listening with full heart, na Pratyavaya dosha. But if you are doing all upasana, sakama, still here also, if you are doing upasana, if you are doing your duty, but if with some desire, and if you are not doing properly, then definitely this will come. And this pratyavaya leads to papam. Somebody asks, what is the difficult sadhana in Vedanta? So I used to say karma yoga only. Karma yoga is most difficult because in karma yoga we have to deal with various people, and at that time we can understand how much raga dvesha is inside our heart. If somebody tells something against us, immediately we are upset. And also we treated that person not properly. But if we are doing karma yoga, then we have to treat with what Ishvara is inside. So it is challenging. While Vedanta is merely listening only. That's why Puja Swamiji used to say, go and live in cave is very easy, but to live in word and deal with every people is more challenging. Because in cave, we don't know how much raga dvesha still remain inside. But if we go in the word, And because of others' behavior, we can understand how much inside. That's why the Karma Yoga is most challenging. Only in Karma Yoga, our Raga Dvesha is neutralized. It will go. By Upasana, it won't go. Upasana, if you are not, I used to say, if you are not proper alert, then Upasana can give arrogance. Most challenging in Vedanta. That's why Pujya Swamiji used to say, Tattvamasi is very small sentence, only 3 words. But to understand 3 words, not understand, to assimilate 3 words, whole life is also not is good. It's small. Because without Karma Yoga, Vedanta, to understand Vedanta is next impossible. That's why, because Pratyavaya dosha, everything is coming in Karma Yoga, not in Vedanta. So at this level, Bhagavan has finished Swadharma's topic. Now Bhagavan will pick up another topic. And that topic is, I would say, is, worldly talk. This person is this, that person is that, he is not doing, she is this, like gossiping. That topic also Bhagavan has picked up. So first, Bhagavan has talked up to Atma level, second, Jivatma level, third, Swadharma level, and fourth one, Bhagavan has picked up is at world level, society level. And what is the society level? Bhagavan has started. He says, Akirtin chapi bhutani kathayishyanti te vyayam sambhavitasya cha kirtihi maranadatirichyate. Now Bhagavan says, if you are not your duty properly, then what will you get? Not punyam, but in society, akirtim. So he says, let's say in Anvaya. Where is it? What Bhagavan would like to say, I have written here. Now at worldly status, we have our position, we have our status, we have some fame inside the society. And if Bhagavan says, if Arjuna says, Bhagavan says to Arjuna, if you don't understand Atma, is okay. If you don't understand Jivatma, is okay. Even you say, I am not believing in Punya Papa, it's okay. But still, you are very famous in the society. People are giving much more, one type of respect in the society. That respect will go. And he says, Bhutani cha api te avyayam akirtim kathayishyanti. Here Bhutani means all type of human beings. He says human beings, te means your, kirtim is fame, but here akirtim, defaming. Avyayam, and it's endless. He says all beings kathayishyanti, they will tell. And what they will tell, not your fame, but they will tell your akirtim, means your defame. Avyaya means endless. If we don't have Gita, if we don't have Bhagavan's teaching, then we know Arjuna, but how? A Arjuna who was run away from the battlefield. So it's after 5,000 years also, the fame of Arjuna is what? Avyayam only. Endless. Vyaya means end. But avyayam means endless. So up to whenever Prithvi is there, Earth is there, Arjuna's fame is always defamed. Kathayishyanti. This is in future tense. So Bhagavan says in future also, all beings, all human beings, they will tell, defame. And that defame also, endless defame, they keep on telling. And always, if you have, everybody has noticed, we have done many good karmas. But if you have done one mistake wrong, people will tell only, it will come in newspaper. This is the society. They always try to find fault in others person. Media person, nowadays media, what they are doing, they never, suppose Modi ji is doing so much good thing. But if they are always trying to find a fault, what Modi ji has done wrong. This is the people's mind. Same way Bhagavan says, oh, every human being, they will tell, defame, which will be endless, and sambhavitasya akirtihi. He says, if some unknown people has done some mistake, nobody has noticed. But the meaning of sambhavitasya, sambhavita means one who is well recognized in the society highly by doing good karma. It's called sambhavita. Sam means good, bhavita. One who has done a very good karma. That person is called sambhavita. And that person cannot hear his or her defame. They think it is good to die, to hear my own defame. There are many people in the society, if somebody starts talking something bad of someone, they commit suicide. They say it is better to commit suicide than to live having akirti. Same way Bhagavan says, you are a sambhavita. You are a well-recognized person inside the society, and for you, this type of defaming is compared to this, maranat atirichyate. People like to die. Having heard such type of comments, it is better to die. If you remember, in I think Gita Home Study, it will come in next verse also, but in Gita Home Study, Bhagavan says, all warriors, you are not, they are standing in the frontiers. They are not warrior. They are hired to die. Such type of warrior also start telling Arjuna. Who is Arjuna? One who never fight, who run away from them. That type of akirti is for, I know one person in my native. He was very well recognized, and somebody has given some bad thing about, and he has done not, but something has happened. He has committed suicide. He says, I can't hear such type of thing. Same way, Arjun, he asked Arjun, do you will live then alive, having heard such type of your defaming? That's Bhagavan says in this. Says bhutani cha api. He says even all being te avyayam kirtin, your endless defames. Kathayishyanti, they will tell, and not only one generation after generation and generation. We don't know which generation after long time. So he says one generation after generation, and what they will say. So he says people will laugh on you. Everybody will laugh, and whenever they talk about Mahabharata and your name and topic will come, what they will do? They will always criticize you. And this type of criticizing, who will bear? Then it is better to die. That's why Bhagavan says, Sambhavitasya cha akirtihi. A person who is honored, who has gained respect from society. And if such person is defamed, then what will happen? Bhagavan says, a person is worse than death. They think I should die, but I am not ready to hear such type of my defaming. And Bhagavan says now how people will view is the Arjuna's retreat. Bhagavan says, now people will start seeing at you. But how he will look at you? Then he says in the next verse, Bhayat ranadu paradam mansyante tvam maharathaha yeshan chatvam bahumataha bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Maharathaha. We have seen the definition of Maharathi in first chapter. Maharathi means great warriors. When Arjuna was in incognito, in Virata's kingdom. What is the name of that Virata kingdom? But the king was Virata. And somebody says, Duryodhana has taken away all cows from Virat Nagar. At that time, Uttara, if your story I don't know, but Arjuna's and Pandavas, they lived incognito life in Virat city, Virat Nagara. In Virat Nagara, the name of king was also Virat. And then the son of Virat is Uttaraha and Uttara. But Uttaraha is the son of Virat. And somehow Duryodhana has got news Pandava is in Virat Nagar. So what they have done, they have taken away all cows of Virat city. Then this Uttara says, I am going to fight with all Duryodhana, Karna and everybody. Even at that time, Bhishma Drona was there in that group also. So what does it mean? Bhishma Drona are supporting such activity. But then this Bruhannala, you know who is Bruhannala? The name of Arjuna. In 1 year, he became, eunuch. During 1 year, Bruhannala, he says, Uttara, I will join you. I will become charioteer of you, Sarathi, and you become or Uttara says, okay. Both have gone battlefield, and Karna, Duryodhana were ready to fight with this Uttara. They think they will kill Uttara. Then Uttara asked Bruhannala, before going to battlefield, Arjuna says, I would like to go one tree. Then both have gone, Bruhannala and Uttara. And from that tree, they have kept all their weapons, particularly Gandiv. Then Arjuna is taken. At that time, Uttara has asked, who are you? And he says, I am Arjuna, because at 1 year was over. And when he says, I am Arjuna, totally Uttara becomes so happy. He says, definitely we will win the war, because now Arjuna is with me. So everybody, each and everybody Maharathi has high value for Arjuna. He says, Maharathaha, this type of Maharathi, Uttara is very small, but still there are many Maharathi. He says, Krishna says, Tvam means you, O Arjun, mansyante, they will think. And what they will think, he says, Bhayat ranat uparatam. They will talk with each other. You know who is that Arjun? They say, who is that Arjun? One who is Bhayat ranat uparamam, who is run away from the battlefield, that Arjun. They will talk like this. And one in this stature, this Arjuna, who will hear like such thing, then what will happen to him? That he says, Yeshancha tvam bahumataha. You are, bahumataha means you are deserved for bahumata. The meaning of bahumata means to give respect. People are there to give respect. All Maharathis at that contemporary of Arjuna, all Maharathi has respect of Arjuna. Yesham, this Maharatha, has respect. Tvam bahumataha, that type of Maharatha, laghavam yasyasi. They will doubt about your esteem. Here, lagavam. The esteem world, your esteem will be fall. Pujya Swamiji used to say, suppose Buddha, there are many become sadhu, but who knows all sadhus? But why everybody knows Buddha is a Buddha? Even everybody knows that Mahavir in Jain cult. Why everybody knows Mahavir and Buddha? What's the reason, you know? Because Buddha was a son of king. He was a well famous. That's why when he renowned, everybody knows. Same way Mahavir, he was a Vardhaman. He is also son of one king. He also initiated, he also renowned. That's why a big person is, whatever he or she does, it will be recognized by all world. If they are doing good, then they will get respect. But if they are not doing well, then lagavam yasati. Lagu, you know, there is a one word, lagu, means small. Meaning the one who has this type of respect, lagu means small, is called lagavam. Up. Lagu means small, lagavam means the feeling of smallness. So you are that stature, bahumataha, to you, what you will get. Yasyasi is in future tense, you will get. And what will you get? Lagava means you will get very smallness. So it's better you fight. So here I have written up to here. So that's why he says, better you should fight. Yashya chatam bahumataha. We see this one. 1 minute. And if we do more, then what will happen? So in next verse, Bhagavan says, avachya vadancha bahun vadishyanti tavahitaha nindantastava samarthyam tato dukkhatarannu kim. And here Bhagavan says, all big people will think you are run away from the, they never think, here I didn't write, but I would like to show you here, because I didn't prepare the note. But here, they will think you are not run away out of compassion for Duryodhana, but they will think you are run away from what? Bhayat, out of fear. And fear of what? Duryodhana will kill me. With such fear, they will think. Mansyante means they will think. Even Bhaya, or not only for Duryodhana, they will think because of Karna. Even small soldier will start. When I go and stand in front of Arjuna, and Arjuna will run away. Such type of talk they will start. So Bhayat, not. And whenever we do good karma from others, and if that person doesn't know, they never think we are doing such good thing. They will think something. Suppose there are two persons, you know, and one person, they have no good relationship. Still, one person has care for others. And sometimes they help through another person, that what that person says, you know, I know, suppose there is a A and B. Both have no good condition. But B is in problem. And A helps indirectly, but still this person says, I know that A person never helped. Indirectly we have helped with someone other. That this is the people's mind. They will never think positively for anyone. If you are in good position, it's nice. But if sometime your status is mood shaky, then they will start bahumataha lagavam. They will start talking something rubbish. Even Krishna is not away from this. If you know the story of Krishna, you know they have, even in Dwarika also, they have announced Krishna as a thief. There's one jewel called Swayamtak. Swayamtak. There is a one jewel and his owner is Vishwajit Satramitra. Yeah. Jambavati's father. Satramitra, I think his name was. And he has one jewel. And that jewel has that quality. Every day he used to give 1 gram gold. Such jewel he has. Then Krishna went to Satrajit, I think Satrajit. He went to Satrajit and he says, give me this jewel to Dwarika's kingdom, means to give to, what is the father? Vasudev. It is better if king has such jewel, they can help others. So please give us. Then Satrajit, not Satramitra, yeah, his name was Satrajit. Then he says, no, I won't give you. And what he has done, to defame Krishna, he says, Krishna has stolen my jewel and he has kept somewhere. Then people start, even in Dwarika, people start talking. His stealing habit doesn't go. When he was very young, at that time, he was stealing what? They say, what we say? Butter. Nowadays, he's stealing jewel. Because people always like such talk. Then Krishna is proved. He went, he has searched that Swayamtak money. Swayamtak. Huh? What's the name? Somebody is saying Swayam.
Shamantaka money.
Yeah, Swayamtak. Yes, yeah, that money. And meanwhile, Krishna has also married with his daughter,
Jambavati.
Jambu. But still, even Krishna is also Yasyasi Lagavam, and who we are, even who Arjuna. That's why Bhagavan says, Tvam Bahumatam Bhutva, you are the capable of Bahumata, that you are Lagavam Yasyasi. This is the mind of mind. They never think good. They never talk good about others. It's called gossiping. Nowadays, we used to say gossip. The gossip is never true. But still, people are interested more in gossipum than Vedanta. Because it is more interesting, no? Vedanta is always only you are Brahman, you are Brahman. But in gossip, always comes new and new. Same way, Bhagavan says, Arjuna, if he's run away, there is a main topic of at that time, in that era, Arjuna has run away. Arjuna has run away. Because of what? Out of fear. Bhayat means out of fear, because of fear. This is really says Hetu Panchami. he is run away because of what? It is because of only fear. And fear of what? Duryodhana. He has fear of Karna. He has fear of even Bhishma, Drona. That's why he is run away. And you, ya Lagavam Yasyasi, you will get, your esteem will be down. You will fall from your own esteem, your own status. And next time we will see. Any question regarding this? Then I can.
Yeah. I have a couple questions, whatever time we have.
Yeah.
One is, if we do karma, wanting punya, that also becomes, isn't that like sakama karma? Doesn't it become sakama karma again?
That's why Bhagavan says, no, any karma, even Puja Swamiji, even Shankaracharya ji says, any karma we can't do without kamam. some desire. Even we are doing Nishkam Karma. Why? The Karma Yoga, while we are doing, that we are not, we don't have any desire of worldly, any desire, but still we have desire. We need punya for what? For our chitta shuddhi, for purification of our mind. That's why we are doing karma.
Chitta Shuddhi.
Yeah, karma yoga is for chitta shuddhi.
Okay. Other question is, suppose we want to relax for whatever reason, we want to work less on a few days or whatever. Is that that gives also some peace of mind?
Yeah.
Because you need relaxation as much as work. Is that sattva or is that tamas?
Sattva only. Okay, when your mind becomes cheerful, at that time you are in sattva. Whenever your mind is, if you are in holidays, but you are not sleeping whole day, no? You are doing something, you are enjoying the nature, and your mind is cheerful. This cheerful mind always is called sattva.
Okay, great. Just one more last question, if I can.
Yeah.
Say when you say duties, Vishesha Dharma, we have few different things like mother, daughter, wife, our profession. Is there a priority in that, or we can choose any priority as we want?
No, we have to give equal priority, Still, but if it's some emergency, then we can give more priority. If somebody is sick, then some more priority. But we have to give balanced priority to each and every our duties. As a mother also, and it's not to need always. I think our attitude also shows how much we are respecting others. Our attitude shows, our behavior shows.
Okay.
So everybody is in family member, they understand why we are going for profession, why we are doing for others. Our work tells, our attitude tells, our behavior tells.
Okay. Like the other thing here in Arjuna, he fights yes, he had to fight, there was no choice. But like say, people join army, military, like for example, and the president or prime minister of the country does not make the right decision, and they might wage a war against some other country which was not necessary. Is that a good duty? Is that right to do that, or they should withdraw if they think the prime minister or president is not making the right decision?
If a wrong decision taken by prime minister, they will get papa. But if they are fighting, it's their own duty. They should not withdraw, when it was announced, fight is announced, war is announced, and they say, now I don't want to fight. Even though, in spite, the decision is wrong, still, they cannot retreat. Because they are doing their own duty. Their duty is to fight. But prime minister duty, whatever president duty, what they have taken decision is they will get. Not immediate, but sometime they will definitely get it.
Okay.
Anything more?
Amariji?
Yeah.
If that type B personality, A and B, the type B personality, if we know someone with that personality, like in our family, and we have to interact with them every day and daily basis, is there a prayer to say to help with that interaction?
This is my thinking, whatever our duty we have to do, whether it is appreciated or not appreciated. When we are doing our duty honestly, then satisfaction we never appreciate from others. That only gives appreciation, satisfaction to us. So it says, do your duty, never see what others do for others. This is the best thing. There is a one story, if you might have heard, there is a one scorpion was floating inside the river, and one sadhu has seen. So what sadhu has done, he has tried to help. He has put one leaf so he can come over the leaf and he can save. But when he put leaf, immediately he bites, because then again his hand was shaky and again he slipped away inside the water. Again sadhu has kept lift. Again he bites. Again he falls away inside the water. This type of action has been, this type of repetition for 5 to 6 times. He was keep on biting, and one person was watching everything. Then he asked that sadhu, why are you doing such thing when he is biting keep on? Then he gives the answer the best. Scorpion is doing his duty because it is his duty. Because he likes to bite. It is his nature.
Swadharma.
If Swadharma, no, it's nature. So if he is not giving up his nature, then why should I? So my nature is to help others. We have to make our mind like such. Sometimes it happens, but still, always, one day will come, we are always satisfied with ourselves. We need never appreciation from others. Oh, you are very fine. We know we are fine.
Mm-hmm.
Swamiji.
That's a great example.
So that's the Shama attitude, Swaminiji, that you accept other people as they are.
Yeah. Even we should not expect anything from others. But at that same time, what we have to be done, we can do.
It's a high bar, but we should strive.
After some time, when we see back, if we have done everything honestly and we have done everything proper, no? So after some years, if we see back our own past, we always have satisfaction. So what we have made, nobody can point it out.
That sadhu's answer you gave, Swaminiji, is amazing. That the nature of this, the sadhu's answer you gave is just amazing. He's saying that you expect the scorpion to bite. I mean, that's the nature, and that's what I should accept and just move on with my nature. It's amazing.
Yes, Swami Vivekananda says the story of Sant Eknath.
Yeah. He has given that water to that donkey, no? That one? No?
No, there is a thug who when he goes to Chandrabhaga to take bath in the river, he's waiting for him. After he finishes his bath, he comes out and he spits at him. And now the saint has to go back and take shower again, bath again.
108 times he has done.
And he did this 108 times. And not even once the sant got angry at the person. And finally, after 108 times, he comes out and this person starts crying and falls at his feet and says, "Forgive me." Yeah. And the sant says, no, you have done me a great service, Normally, I only take bath one time, but you made me take 108 times.
So how we look at the situation, it makes difference.
Yeah, when Swamiji says that, I go, oh man, how much we have to grow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Swamiji, one question with when if you tell something to your children, like for example, like eating meat, and how far you go, because like say there are 99% of children who are eating meat, and you tell them, and suppose they eat meat, do we scold them, or do we keep on educating them, or we just give up? How much is our duty?
We have to try to educate them. I
Yes.
have heard of something. It is a fact. One person has done what they have done. When they are very 2 years old, kids very, very young, means 1.5 years, 2 years, 3 years. At that time, one person, they used to take this type of children to slaughterhouse. In this, they used to show them, and they say how much pain this animal has. If somebody has done to you, how you feel. They have shown for minimum 6 months, and now all kids are in US only, but nobody is eating meat because that's sanskara. So it also means how we bring up the child, in which way. I know this is a very difficult in US, but still.
Yeah, and if they start arguing, saying that you buy leather purse or you use capsules, it has gelatin and bones. It is in the medicine, they use bones of animals. And so there is no way you can be vegetarian. And they say, oh, don't you kill plants? You pull off the plants to eat. Why do you do that? So how do you answer all these questions? And they say, yes, they suffer, but if you kill them in a way that they don't suffer, then it's okay. That's what, if they argue like that, what can you answer?
There is one sentence I'm writing. Jivaha jivasya bhojanam. All beings are meal for other beings. Jivaha jivasya bhojanam. Bhojanam means meal. So suppose a deer is a meal for tiger, lion. Same way, all birds, there are small caterpillar, all are a meal for birds. So it's called jivo jivasya bhojanam. Same way, human being also, we need to survive ourselves. No, we need some meal. So we have to get somewhere, no? So we have plant to eat. Then we have goat. Suppose I'm just keeping here goat to eat. And there are many things. Even birds we will keep. If we go with a sword, whatever, some knife, sharp knife, in front of plant, does it run away? Plant is run away. If we, same thing, if we do with goat, then with open knife, if we go in front of goat, it will come. Goat will come in front of us. Please kill me. What goat will do? Definitely run away, no? Same way, bird also. With tricky way, if we are fine, if we catch, then it's fine. But if we open and we try to kill them, nobody is ready to kill. But if we try to take potato, some brinjal from plant, so that plant is run away? No. So this is least hinsa. To eat plant, we need something to eat. Even plant is jiva only, but we are doing least minimum hinsa because we have to survive, but we need to live where is least minimum hinsa. These are Mexican. Because
it is I think it's a challenge because yes, for us, because I was raised in a family and we had a lot of vegetarian families around us, versus in here it is difficult. And then my hello,
we can hear.
Yeah. my older son, he was a vegetarian for a long time, and then he's actually very compassionate child. If if he goes to India or wherever, whatever anybody gives him, he thinks a lot about poverty, and he really saves his money, donates and all that at his age. But coming to eating meat, he has his own kind of argument, and he says, I don't know, I think he's just making an argument because he's not able to keep up with that. So I am still trying to see how that's going to work, but I don't want to scold them. I don't want to because he's pretty well educated. He knows a lot about animals. He has seen all that, but he still eats like chicken or fish or whatever.
But this is only way we try to educate them, we try to convince them. But what they are doing, they always justification, because they think what they are doing is right. That's why they argue is justification of what they are doing.
Yeah. And at the same time, I see children here, his friends, like who are Caucasians, white people. There are a lot of people going vegan. They don't even want to drink milk, because here the way they take milk from cows, it is not very nice. The cows suffer because they put machines on their udders, and they give a lot of injections to the cow so that they can get a lot of milk. So there are a lot of children going, they stop drinking milk also. So as I get, they get it inside.
Vegans.
We're vegetarian, and my brother, he finds that eating our regular Gujarati food is not giving him enough energy. But when he eats Punjabi food, like a lot of paneer and chapati, he feels that strength. So I think that's one of the reasons he didn't go for eating meat, because he found a Indian food that works for him. That a lot of paneer and cheese he eats, and that helps him, because it gets cold in New York, and he likes to work out and go to the gym, and he needs that energy. The other thing, he takes his protein supplements. I don't think that is so good, but the paneer and the heavier North Indian food, the Punjabi food, he's happy and satisfied with it. That helps at all.
Great. We try to educate what we can do. So yeah, one thing also I would like to share with you. Tomorrow I am going to one city. So I have one lecture series in another city for 7 days. So from Sunday to Sunday. So the timing is 6:30 to 8, and morning also 7 to 8. So I cannot able to take class for one next week. If I'm taking my laptop with me. If I have time, then I will let you know. But I don't know how people will come. How will satsang? I have no idea.
So that is starting tomorrow, Swaminiji?
Tomorrow I'm traveling.
Okay.
It's 5-hour journey from here.
Okay. Safe journey, Swamiji.
Thank you. You are in Ukraine, no? Right now.
Yeah, today I'm in Ukraine. Next week I'll be in Poland.
Wow, good. Poland is nice.
Nice weather right now.
Shall we do Purnamada?
Yes, Swamiji. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Swaminiji.
Thank you, Swamiji.